Alrighty, thanks for joining me today. My name is Chase Moses, and in this video I'm going to be showcasing one of my projects that I have completed for my CIT 365.NET development class that I am taking. This project is labeled My First Console Application. It's written in C#, and I'm going to be showing how it works and then kind of the code behind how it works, and how it relates to the requirements here on the right side. So we're going to go ahead and click Start. What's your name? I'm going to say Chase Moses. Hi, Chase Moses. Where are you from? We're going to say Hawaii. I have never been to Hawaii. I bet it is nice. Press any key to continue. Today's date is 9/17/2022. There are 98 days until Christmas. Press any key to continue. Please enter the width. We're going to say 25. Please enter the height. 25. The length of the wood is 325 feet, and the area of the glass is 1,250 square meters. Alrighty, and then it just exits at that point. So we're going to just jump in right here. This is the program.cs where everything gets started. The requirements say that we need to have a person class, which I have, and that we need to have a name and a location specified for it. And then in the program.cs we needed to create a method, for get username and location. So all we're doing here is we're creating a new person object here from our person class, and we are prompting the user for information like what is your name, and then we're storing that name in that person object, the name property, and then we're displaying that using string interpolation as part of the requirements here to display the name that the user gave us, and then ask another question. So same thing, right line, let's see, we're getting the location and we're storing that, and then we're displaying that back to the user, and then we are saying press any key to continue, which is part of the requirements as well. Then they want us to create a Christmas countdown, and in it, they want it, the biggest requirement is to be able to pass in a date time, and then to do some calculations, which should all take place within this method. So you can see here, I did create that, and did pass that in to this Christmas countdown method. Essentially, they want me to create what the current date is for today, and I use the toShortDate string, which removes the time, which is another one of the requirements. They just wanted the date and not the time. Then they wanted me to calculate how many days until Christmas, so I created a time span, which deals with operations done on two different date times to get that time span. Then I just display that to the user, again using string interpolation, and then wait for the user to enter in a key. Next, we were told to create the Glazer app.cs and set the class to static, which I did do up here. Then what they wanted me to do is to copy some code from the C# Programming Yellow Book by Rob Miles, which is just this code right here. And they wanted me to improve the code so that the user is prompted for a width and assign the width input value to a variable. In the beginning, it wasn't. You just put in numbers and didn't really know what you were doing. So I went ahead and improved it, and the way I improved it was I asked for the width, and I am storing that width in a width string. I did change some of the local variables that were in this line of code as well, and I decided to use what is called expression bodied member properties, essentially, where I can come here and specify the width, the height, the wood length, and the glass length using a lambda, and then doing some calculations on that. And so you can see the width here is calculated by taking double.parse of width string. This is the same as if I came here and said private static double new width, and if I said get, and you can see that it's trying to autofill for me. I do this again, and you can see that it's going to autofill for me, return double.parse width string. So this line of code is exactly the same as this line of code. It's just easier to read and all in line compared to this one. Now, one of the features of a C#6. So there's that. And then, yeah, asking for the height, doing the exact same thing, running all the calculations on it, and then when we're done, we just display using string interpolation what the wood length is and what the glass area is based on their calculations as well. And that is it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. You all have a great day.